Hi, Paul Gorney with Luxury Living in Chicago. We're going to take a look at Kenilworth, Illinois right now. Kenilworth is one of the smaller suburbs in the Chicago area. And typically, like when I was growing up in Chicago, always had the highest per capita income in the whole country at the time. There's a section of Kenilworth that has very, very large homes and large homes on the lake. So we'll take a look at all that right now. Just call, text, email. If you have any questions at all, I deal with a lot of off-market properties in Kenilworth and have been dealing in the area for the last 30 years, have helped a couple thousand people. So just reach out anytime, day, nights, weekends, that you need anything. So looking at Kenilworth, I'll show you quickly here what Kenilworth looks like on the lakefront. So that's Kenilworth right there, and right up against the lake. And it's right between Wilmette and Winnetka on Chicago's North Shore, which is, one of the highest ranked areas to live in the state of Illinois on niche.com. Some of the most highly ranked schools in the state on niche.com. So very, very highly sought after, highly ranked areas and schools both. So you can see the lake there. And if we take a little bit closer look at the lake, if we look at the lake here, we can zoom in and you can see there's beaches, there's sand along the lakefront there. Some are for homes, some are the public beaches. And then you'll see right over here, New Trier High School, which is one of the most highly ranked high schools in the state of Illinois for many years, and very close to the lake. It's in Winnetka, but right on the border of Winnetka and Kenilworth. So also, let's take a quick look at something kind of fun. This is one of the most expensive homes that was sold in Kenilworth recently. Just sold a few months ago. And it's really quite beautiful. There's a pool overlooking the lake, and this home sold for just under $10 million. I had a client that was going to buy it, and they just kind of dragged their feet a little, making up their mind, and somebody caught wind that we were looking at it, swooped in, and wrote an offer, full price, I believe, the next morning. It was fine. We had another great house that they actually preferred. But, about $10 million for this house, and you can see why. It's just beautiful here, and you have your own spot right along the lake. You have a great basketball court, and this one had a beautiful theater, beautiful basement. That's the entryway into the home, and just really very beautifully done home. So we will launch back out here, take a look again at the map, again explain a few things. So in Kenilworth, you have a dividing line here, and you can see it that this is the Green Bay Road. So east of Green Bay Road is closer to the lakefront. The property values are much higher here. And then west of Green Bay Road, just a little bit, you have some more, I'll zoom in a bit, you have some more kind of traditional streets that, the homes are typically less expensive on smaller lots, and, beautiful neighborhoods that are great. Close walk to the school, go down to Kenilworth Beach, you can go to Winnetka Beach, you can go to Wilmette Beach. All these suburbs close by have just tremendous facilities, beaches, great things to do. So the one thing with Kenilworth, though, is really doesn't have much retail, which is kind of lends itself to just the way Kenilworth is. Very quiet, quaint. It does have a new restaurant that opened. It has, a few restaurants where predominantly are takeout. They have a few other businesses, but it's very quiet. It's not a big retail suburb at all. However, Winnetka, Wilmette next door, in Evanston, a little bit further, have incredible retail, restaurants, things like that. So you don't really need it, in Kenilworth, but there's some close by options that you can, partake in. So homes off the market in Kenilworth are a very big item. So the market's hot. Kenilworth is in demand many times. I personally know of a couple homes. One is lakefront that the other is on a large lot and a very large home where the people, could have their arms twisted a little bit to sell. I mean, they have some interest, but they're not going to go on the market. They just don't want to be bothered with it. So there's definitely a lot of that going on in Kenilworth sometimes, especially right now. People know what they have. They know it's desirable. They're in no rush to sell. They don't have, a fire lit under them. But hey, for somebody who really wants it, will pay a good price, they might be open to it. So call, text, reach out if you have any questions about Kenilworth. And the other thing you should know is the Metro train takes you right downtown. And then you can also go shopping very close by. Right up against the lake here is a shopping area called Plaza del Lago. And it's just tucked in. You get a view of the lake when you're shopping. There's a Jewel food store there. There's some other stores. The original Crate and Barrel store was actually in that shopping mall, closed a few years ago. And then up Sheridan Road here, the main strip, this is in Wilmette, but right on the border of Kenilworth, tons of biking, walking, running, and then you can see the pool and the high rise here. You have some high rises where many times people who would like to downsize, sell their home will move in here, have the lake view be right on the lakefront. And then just north of these buildings is where you go right into Kenilworth and have the homes on the lake. So Kenilworth's a great spot, and any questions, just let me know.